Generation Hustle is more than a clothing line, it's a lifestyle. I'm Michael Reel, and this is RealUrbanNews.com. Join us for an exclusive conversation with the president, the CEO, and the tastemaker of Generation Hustle. Generation Hustle, you're the president,
yeah,
and talking off camera,
yeah,
I like the phrase you use, we're not afraid.
We're not afraid at all. You know, we believe that, you know, there are opportunities that come, and, you know, sometimes people are afraid to seize the moment. And, you know, the way in which we've gotten to this point is, you know, at the core, you know, we're not afraid to move forward or try it.
Talk about your journey. You were not always on Melrose Avenue, this famed street here in Los Angeles. How did you get here?
Well, I mean, it was a rough road. You know, we started the brand, you know, we had a few tees and hats, and then a really good friend of ours, CeeLo Green, which everyone knows sits on The Voice, he took a liking to our brand. He was one of the first celebrities to sort of take a liking to our brand, and he put it on The Voice toward the later rounds during the show with about 19 million viewers, and people really started to take notice. Not only the network and the messaging that we were sort of sending around to the 19 million viewers, but people started to take notice in sort of the things that we were doing.
So you use this term brand, which we hear all the time now.
Yeah.
It's part of the urban and American and probably the global lexicon.
Yeah.
Generation Hustle, is it a brand?
Generation Hustle is a lifestyle brand. And, you know, Generation Hustle, you know, there's been the millennials, there's been Generation X, Generation Y. We believe that everyone who's alive now is the hustle generation. People who can't rely on pensions or, you know, their 401k or some type of retirement fund for the future. You know, you're doing multiple things in order to just survive, which makes you have to hustle. So we are all a part of the Generation Hustle. And, you know, we believe that we're cool guys and sort of in the know and have a lot of friends that, you know, are in the know. And we push that lifestyle and sort of showcase that to the world.
What's been the reception?
The reception has been incredible, mainly because of, you know, sort of what we stand for as a company. We have a lot of messaging on our graphic tees that stand for positivity. We're very interested in making meaningful differences in the lives of other people. We're in talks with various charities to sort of partner up to do just that. And that's sort of been the difference. You know, we have some really cool stuff that looks cool, but from a messaging standpoint, you know, it's very empowering.
When we think of the term Generation Hustle, and you touched on it, it's a generation constantly striving and striving.
Yeah.
What's your role as president? Because there is a business aspect to this term Generation Hustle.
I mean, well, my role is very simple, just that, you know. I'm forward-facing with regard to the business. You know, my day-to-day is just ensuring that the messaging that we're trying to get across remains the same, that the brand as a whole is moving forward, and as we begin to grow, you know, being able to sort of grab the reins and drive it to, you know, what our goals were in the beginning. And that's sort of what my day-to-day is as a president.
What is the messaging?
Well, the messaging is positivity. You know, you see hustle on our hats, or you see power on our hats. It's not something that we want to impose on someone else, but we want them to wear it as a crown that's sort of self-defining for themselves, to say, this is who I am, and this is my power. Whether you're, you know, a single mother waking up every day to go help your kids, whether you're a coach and you're coaching kids, you know, whatever it is that get you up on the day and, you know, makes you feel like you're doing something with your life, you have the power. As far as our youth, we want them to understand that they actually have the power and they should be aware of it. And, you know, we try and do different things and, you know, talk to them to allow for them to understand that they do.
In addition to your day-to-day activity, you have a great team around you.
Yeah.
Talk about your team briefly.
My team is incredible. We all understand sort of where we start and stop. You know,
That's important.
Yeah, I define my role. My partner, and actually the CEO of the company, Dwayne Garrett, he founded the company. He sort of came up with the name. A lot of the imagery that you see in the design work, it comes from his brain. He's also pretty well sought after in the design world. You know, we have a lot of artists that look to him, and record companies, and you know, hotels from Vegas, even Disney, that seek him out to create these sort of magical images and different things when they're looking for something that comes from a very abstract yet positive place. He does a really good job with that. Jazz, which is my other partner, is very well known in and around Hollywood and Los Angeles. And you know, the three of us being able to leverage our relationships and create this sort of, and bring all these components together is what's actually propelling the company and making it is what it is today. So my team is incredible. Without it, you know, we wouldn't have gotten as far as we've gotten.
As founder and CEO of Generation Hustle, Dwayne, what's your role?
Designing and you know, just putting stuff together. Our crew's like Voltron. You know, got my boy Frank, the president, my boy Jazz. You know, that just makes it happen every time, and you know, God's good. Just put together, and I'm more of like the guy that kind of goes and, you know, put the clothes together. The streets talking, or you know, I think it's something outside the box. You know, just making it come to life.
Give us the background to the term, to this wonderful phrase, Generation Hustle.
Oh.
How'd you come up with that?
You know what? Especially in this day and age, every generation does have a hustle. So it doesn't matter, you know, what race, you know, or where you come from. We all have to hustle, especially in these days and age. So right now, better than ever. When they said an old saying, you know, sometimes it's all about the, you know, the right timing.
Sure.
What better yet than now? Everyone definitely can, you know, relate to it.
You're in the fashion market, and fashion, as we already know, is a global phenomenon. It's constantly changing. As a designer, how do you remain fresh?
I think one great thing is living here in Southern California, where a lot of the creativity, you know, is put right there in front of the TV screen. You have to be on your A game, for one. Number two, I just think it's, you know, it's just heaven sent. You know, history always repeats itself, but you know, really just taking those elements and then just always just pushing it, and then, you know, elevate it to the next level.
Describe your clothing.
I would say, you know, a little swag, cut and sew, but then we have a lot of pieces. If you look at a lot of the artwork, it just relates. What we grew up with, a lot of it is just from our generation. We started off, you know, with the Native American. One of the pieces that you'll see is the space traveler. So with those two, just in general, just telling the storyline through the canvas. And from there, you know, it just keep coming.
I was talking with Frank, and he was saying how sought after you are as a designer and as a tastemaker. How does that make you feel?
Oh, for one, blessed. Definitely blessed. You know, just humbled, and definitely. I think we're at a situation now, to be even in this situation, you know, three young, you know, minority individuals, a store on Melrose, what more could you ask for? So to have this platform, it's like, it's really time to hustle. You know, it's time to shine, yeah.
Generation Hustle time.
It's Generation Hustle time, for sure. Yeah.
Jazz, what's it like being an ambassador for the Generation Hustle?
Well, I'm born to hustle, so I appreciate the hustle, and I'm glad I got a chance to get involved with my brothers and really start something new. And my generation needs to hustle. You know, I'm the youngest out of the crew, so I am hustle, you know, and I love every generation that I've been a part of, and I'm looking to create more and have more generations, and I'm going to teach them to hustle.
As an ambassador, you must be constantly pushing the brand and the phrase Generation Hustle 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Yeah, everybody I know is a part of the movement that we're doing. Have a lot of friends, have a lot of celebrity friends that support, and they love it here. They come here to hang out, or they come to stop by, and just the brand alone and advancing the brand, we thought it would be hard in the beginning, but it's actually something that we're a part of, and we're just embracing. It embraces us, and it's a good thing. But you know, as far as being an ambassador of Generation Hustle, I'm glad to be a part of the team. I'm glad to be a part of the movement. I'm glad to be a part of the growth of the brand.
You've seen a lot of brands and clothing lines come and go. What's special about Generation Hustle?
What's special about Generation Hustle is that we have the type of clothes and the type of graphics and the type of people that support that a lot of brands don't. A lot of people react to a lot of things that we have, including self-made, including hustle, including power. You know, everybody in the world either they want power or you have to be self-made, to take care of your generations. But also, the hustle is most important because that's where it starts from. So I think that people respond to what we stand for, and we are a part of the community like everyone else. So we know how to be a part of it. And a lot of brands that are out today are just really about them and really about what they're thinking about, and we're really here for the people.
How important is it to you as a tastemaker to advance a positive message through branding like Generation Hustle?
Yes, we're all about branding. We're all about empowering young kids. We're all about investing most of our efforts and most of our profits to kids in school and kids in college and things of that nature. So I think we're more of a brand. We're more of a brand for the people, and we're more of a brand for the world. And it's not just about us, it's about the world. It's about the community.
It's global.
It's global. I love global. It's global.